welcome to the United Show, and it's the Leicester preview for tomorrow. And we're excited. Obviously, we're very excited because we've got some new players coming in, namely Casemiro, and obviously Anthony hopefully gets himself sorted. He'll be watching in the stands, and that'll just make me happy as it is. Garth, how you doing today?
Yeah, good, mate. Yourself, good?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm just here. My son's about to play his match, so I'm about to watch him in a pre-season friendly. So, yeah, I'm just got here in time to be able to come on this show. But yeah. So let's talk about the Ten Hag presser. We know he's under pressure and he's kind of keeping quiet with all the players that are not here yet. So that's expected. But the thing that was annoying me is Martial is still not fit.
Yeah.
And he said that. What is up with you, lad? What has happened? And you know his injury record, it's Bailly-esque, mate. It is Bailly-esque. So we got a problem there. But it is Bailly-esque.
Yeah. Is it lack of minutes for him though, and then getting this amount of minutes thrown together? Like, does that ever, like, as a pro, does that ever affect you? I don't know if like you've been out, you've played sporadically here and there, and then you get 6 games back to back, and you just break apart a little bit or something. I don't know.
It can happen, but normally you get cramp, and then like cramp is all right. You get over cramp, and then you come to the next game, and you're back, you're fit again. Then you get and you can play a bit longer. And then by the time you got 6 games under your belt, you're flying. Like, you should be able to just do whatever you want, like, for 90 minutes every game. So the fact that he's had pre-season under his belt as well, it's a bit disturbing that he's injured already for a little bit. And obviously he got injured with, I don't know, I think it was a hammy at first. And then this time it's the Achilles. So yeah. I'm not too happy, but I'm happy we've got a replacement in him in terms of getting Anthony on one side, Sancho on the other. And then that's that. So my connection's bad again. I'm on my phone internet, so not much I can do around here. I'm at Princess Park in Manchester right now at Hoff End Leisure Centre. So,
mate, it looks better than yesterday, mate. So you're all good, mate. You're all good.
Nick J is taking a bit out of me again.
It's gonna be a running joke now, isn't it?
I know. We got this match in the bag. Football Universe says, and so Alex Kantakina says we need to buy a forward. Ten Hag needs to be questioned. If not,
I don't know about that.
Well, you know, Rashford been asking to play up front. And he's been told that he could play up front. And when Ten Hag got all the boys in to have a meeting, he says, "Listen, say whatever you feel." And what Rashford said was, "Listen, when am I going to play up front?" He said, "I'm going to play up front. So when am I going to play?" And he goes, "You'll play on against Liverpool," and then he scores. So obviously, he didn't play too well last game, but we need to be able to play the way he plays, isn't it? To be able to make the most out of him. Anyway, what are you saying, Garth? What are you telling me?
So, very similar, man. It's not a worry yet, but Martial seems to be the key to that front three working the way Ten Hag wants them to work. Yes. Anthony could be that. Anthony coming in could be exactly that, though, on the right. So, but he ain't going to be there. It sounded like he might not even be available for the Arsenal game as well, people were saying. So,
what?
Yeah, because of work permits and things like that. Apparently, don't hold me to this. This is Twitter talk, you know what I mean? I hope they're wrong. But he definitely ain't available for tomorrow. That much is for sure.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I can see where Sir Alex is coming from. Karen saying we need to buy a forward, but I don't think so. I don't think it's that drastic yet. I don't know about yourself. Like,
no.
These are niggles, mate. You know what I mean? Like, you get over them.
Ronaldo plays up front. Of
course.
Rashi plays up front, and Alanga's played up front before as well.
Yeah.
So,
and we've got that Charlie McNeil.
Yeah, I know they're not great options, obviously, like what you want to have, like the top option, but with the players we got, you can't expect to really bring any more players in now. I think we've done all right with this window, to be fair. Yeah. In terms of the players in, I'm really happy with the improvement of the squad. Every single player that's come in is actually an improvement of every position that's come in, and they will be starters. So I'm really, really happy about that.
Yeah.
What about you, Gar?
Yeah, more than like I say, Casemiro, very happy with. A lot of people were whinging about the price. I don't think it's ridiculous. 65, 70 mil for a world-class player. I don't think it's ridiculous, man. You know, same with Anthony. I don't think the price for Anthony is ridiculous either. The 84 mil, like with the add-ons and everything. Like, that's football now, mate. You know what I mean? So, but I'm very happy with our training. Like, considering obviously I had my rent like 2 weeks ago, they obviously heard it, Nate. They obviously saw it, mate. You know what I mean? They got something done. They got something done about it. Yeah, what are you doing, mate? They got something done.
We'll get like Casemiro. Casemiro good enough for you.
Yeah. Look, if these players hit the ground running, decent window. Obviously, proof's in the pudding, but I can't imagine Casemiro or Anthony will be failures at this club. I really can't. You know what I mean? Like, Malacia is looking each game like an absolute beast. I've eaten my humble pie on Martinez. I'm not going to keep apologising. He's heard that one already as well. So, for me, those four alone, great signings, bro, for the club. And like you say, in positions we needed, and it really strengthens it. Then you throw Ericsson on top of that as well as a tasty little freebie. You just can't grumble, you know what I mean? And Dubravka as the backup goalkeeper, if he does come, if he doesn't, you know.
Exactly. He is coming. I think he's done his medical yesterday.
Oh, it is right. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to one of the guys on one of the YouTube channels, and and he said, who's the one who says, "Here we go"? What's his name again?
Fabrizio Romano, is it? Yeah, it's from.
He was talking about it. How can I forget his name?
Yeah. I don't know if that's the right name. I'm there questioning. It's definitely Fabrizio.
Yeah. That's the one. So yeah, he's saying done his.
And I've always liked Dubravka at Newcastle. Like, that's how far De Gea's fallen, is that I'm actually thinking that this keeper can give him real competition. You know what I mean?
What?
And you're talking about Newcastle's second choice now. Like, so
that's mad. Mad. That's what I was thinking. Is he coming in and they think Heaton's nowhere near it, or what? He looked all right. I don't know why. You know, I didn't know why they really wanted to get a Dubravka. I thought they would want to get someone that's going to take over from De Gea, not just back up De Gea, if you get what I mean. But again, let's see. I don't know too much about him, so I'm not going to say much until I see him. Yeah. And then I'll be able to talk on it then.
I mean, to be fair, Ten Hag's got form for this. When Onana at Ajax got suspended, he went out and got some 38-year-old who's never played like European football just because of his passing ability. So, like, he's got form of just replacing like a goalkeeper with like a real outside of the box choice. And I've heard that Dubravka's passing is excellent. So we will see. De Gea needs competition, man. He needs competition. So
yeah. Well, you've got. I just remembered. When it comes to the team news, Martial's still out, Lindelof back, but too early. I think he's back in training, but he's only had 1 day. That's what Ten Hag said. So I'm guessing he won't be in the squad either.
No.
You've got real Harry Maguire saying Arsenal will bottle it at Old Trafford like always. Oh, I don't know, you know. Fab's got so much wrong this window. Fabs.
Fabrizio, I'm guessing he's talking about. Mate, that's the business of the transfer rumor mill, isn't it? You know what I mean? You can get really stuck sometimes if you make the wrong call.
There's not much you can do, is there? Unless the job's done already, and then you say it, and then they're like, "Oh, you're too late, mate."
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. You're like, "Oh, he's got so much wrong."
Yeah, you know. You don't actually go too late. You're just copying people there, don't you? So
exactly. But yeah, look, we had one very good game against Liverpool where they came out at us. One kind of okay game where we scrapped the win. We scraped out a win, and that's because they sat back. I expect Leicester to try and come out at us as well a little bit. You know what they like to do. They like to counter as well, but they're not defending well. I feel like we should be able to get in behind them and do a bit against them. But just looking at the side, I still feel like there's something. Obviously, it's the Anthony that's missing now and the Martial, which makes all the difference for me for how we're going to be very dynamic or just a little dynamic. You know what I mean? Like, Southampton game made me just feel a little bit kind of flat in terms of in attack. I was like, apart from the goal, obviously the goal was very, very good football. I was so happy that we started playing better football second half straight away. A lot of one touch, bang, goal. And then nothing after that. So.
Yeah, I know you can't. Like I said on the post-match for Southampton, I wasn't as disappointed with it because last season they were the games that we were not winning. Period.
Yeah.
You know, like be it a draw, be it a defeat. So it's improvement. 2 back-to-back wins for the first time in ages. That pleases me, and it builds. I don't know if that was. I've never played pro before, but I always feel like wins on the board builds momentum, and
100%.
and confidence wins you games. That them sort of one like a Leicester tomorrow, we're 1-1. That confidence, like Man United always had the confidence to the 97th minute we were gonna score a goal. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's coming back a little bit. So I think we'll do Leicester tomorrow as well. I could be wrong here, but Leicester are so weak at the moment, man. Like we have to. If we're serious, if we have to beat them tomorrow, we have to beat them.
Yeah.
So.
Love that Anthony picture, Barry Saunders. Love it. Time for Garnacho, lads. Also, I want to see Garnacho get on the pitch, but I think he won't get on until we start. Like I say, until we're winning comfortably, I don't see him coming in. It's just not fair on a youngster to come in, even though he probably can handle it. I think it's just not fair on him to just come into a situation. You imagine like he played in the Brighton game and played bad. And imagine what happened to Martinez if, to a youngster, it's not nice. So when we got things right, that's when we'll start seeing the Garnachos, the Zidane Iqbals, the Savages coming in, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's that part there. And you know what me and Garth do. We predict lineups around here. Have you done your lineup yet?
Yeah, it's there, mate. It's there, mate. But I've got a feeling ours are going to be very similar, mate. Now, you know what I mean. So, go on, mine's there, mate. Let's go for it. There's only one shock for me and Marwan, I think.
All right, Garth, talk us through your starting lineup there.
Yeah, the only shock here for me, I mean, is Ronaldo up top. I haven't picked him all season in my predicted lineups, but this is because of Martial's absence. That's it. Like that's it. I'd rather see Ronaldo than Elanga, and that's nothing against Elanga. So I know, I said this last week that I'd rather see Elanga play. It doesn't work. Elanga isn't the glue that Martial is. So Elanga's a good bring on the bench. I want to see Casemiro start. That's more of a hope than an actual will happen, though. And if Casemiro does start, I want to see him with Fred. I can easily see this being an Eriksen and McTominay, though. I can, but this is what I want to do. So De Gea. Same back four. I don't want to see that back four change pretty much all season, as long as everyone stays fit in the Premier League. Casemiro, new signing, DM, Fred, Bruno, Rashford, Ronaldo, Sancho. And mate, on paper, you read that team out, and it should be absolutely spanking bods. But anyway, go on, how close are we then? How close are we? What are you going with?
Very, very close. I think one player off, maybe. Look, I've got. Actually, I started thinking about. It's
the game at the weekend,
about the weekend.
The Arsenal game,
I see what you're saying, that Casemiro Fred situation. Maybe they're gonna save that to the Saturday at home again at Old Trafford. I don't know, and I'm thinking, what would I do if I was manager? I'd save them two for Old Trafford, and I'd probably play Eriksen and the Bruno today because it's the harder game. Is obviously Arsenal.
Yeah, you're right.
Want to be a little bit more rugged and raw, with a Casemiro and a Fred chasing around as well. So that's what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking Eriksen will get to rest and Bruno will play up front with them on the Sunday. But tomorrow, I'm going with the same back four as you. I'm going with McTominay and Fred possibly. But then I was thinking, why would Fred be in there? I'm thinking McTominay, Eriksen, Bruno again. Exactly the same team that started on Saturday. So I've even messed up here by putting Fred in here. I had Casemiro, then I was taking him out and I forgot to change the rest of it.
Mate, you did exactly what I did, Nate, but just the other way around. Because I started with McTominay and Fred in, and I was like, McTominay Eriksen. I was like, nah, Casemiro and Fred. I want to see it. I'm willing it to happen. You know what I mean? That's what I'm doing here. I'm willing it. Positive mental attitude. So.
But to be fair, look, they that same starting lineups have won 2 games on the trot now. So
that's a great shout.
Clean sheet. So they might play with the same team and then change it up on Sunday. I believe they will. So that's basically mine. We've got a little bit here. Real Hamagari says Garnacho would be great up against Ben Fry on Sunday. That's Ben White.
Of course, yeah.
There's a centre back. I back him all day against him. I would. Seriously, if Anthony came in, the thing is, then Rashford would go off to the left, wouldn't he? No, he'd be up front.
Rashford through the centre.
Sancho on the left.
Yeah. This is the thing, Garnacho, with Anthony coming in, and this was always not the problem I had with it, but one of the things I was saying when we were talking pre-season about how I thought we didn't need another winger is Garnacho is another rung down now. He's not going to get as many opportunities as he would, but he's so talented. I can't imagine he's going to be on the bench for too long.
I'd still rather that, though, because, look, if Rashford gets injured now, Garnacho's a naturally next one coming in. So that's nice to see, and he really is raw. He wants to get at you quick. So Sir Alex Taquino is trying to kill us by saying guaranteed Varane will get injured against Leicester. You just know it's going to happen. Yeah, he's going to be getting injured running after Varane. Varane, Vardy. I don't want
Nah.
that. I don't want that. He's not having to work hard at the moment. He's not having to work too hard. Last game, I told him, slow it down, lad. What are you sprinting for? Slow down. We don't need you getting injured right now. Chill out, mate. So, yeah, he'll be all right.
Plus, with Martinez next to him now, like, this is like, I've never seen a big man, little man combination at the back before, but they've got the bit of, and Martinez is clearing all that up for him, like the running back, the hard yards, mate, the dirty, you know what I mean, the dirty miles. Martinez is there for that. Varane's there to be the calming influence, the controller of that. So I've got no worries with Varane's injury record. Like, it's not quite at a Bailly level yet for me. It just isn't. And like, then niggles as well. I've seen this happen to many a player that's come specifically from Spain to the Premier League. That first season, they just can't get their body up to speed for the game. So
I'm not sure if you saw on the internet, on Twitter and all that stuff, and they're talking like talking so bad, like talking trash about our boys.
No, don't,
in particular.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Gabby Bonglahor, mate. Made himself look like a fool. Yeah, and Souness, yeah.
What's he playing at? About I ain't seen nobody that small. I'm like, 5'9" is that small, is it? So was I that small? I'm just thinking I'm only 5'10". Yeah. Well, so if 5'9" is that small, what's 5'10"? Yeah. I don't get what it is.
What was Souness? Souness must have only been about 5'10" himself, surely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but listen, you know what it is? Like I was saying before, I didn't care who I played against. I beat everyone apart from Silva and Distan in the air. That's the only
Was he a beast? Was he Distan? You wouldn't get
the best player I've played against by a mile as well. Like, in terms of, like, you can't do nothing against me. Like, 1-on-1. Yeah. Obviously, you don't have to 1-on-1 in football, so that's great. I still scored 2 in that game as well. Penalty. But man, 1-on-1 took the ball off me.
Beast.
Got a great leap. Great time. I'm like, I ain't losing this. Oh, wait a minute. He's beating me. What the heck? Yeah, so, but apart from that, I swear I fancy myself against anyone in the air because I was like a high jump champion. So I think Martinez has got that, and that's what the gaffer's been saying. He wins nearly all his headers anyway. So
this is people unlike, I don't want to be unlike me. This is people who've made a statement like I did, which was like, I don't think he's going to work, and then now are not willing to admit that they've made an error. Because Gabby Bonglahor on TalkSport was giving this nonsense about, I watched him, like, when the ball was in the air, Shay Adams had the beating of him every time. It's like, mate, you won 5 out of 5 aerial duels. So you're just saying that because you've got a platform and you're making a nonsense statement, mate. And Souness is the same. You know what Souness is like. So, yeah. It's for clicks and likes and people to call in, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I lost a lot of respect for Gabby from that one, mate. Because I always like Gabby Bonglahor as a player, but like they're foolish, man.
I think the only thing he mentioned was when he brought it down on his chest, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine, but so you can't miss a header now. And then you look at all of the other defenders who are not winning their headers. So all these big guys, 6'4", 6'5", they're not winning all their headers. So why are you going to point out the one time Che Adams chests a ball down and say, oh, look, you see, when does players get a ball in and they chest it down? Did he have a shot? Did he score? No.
Exactly.
Was he really under pressure? No. Relax. He just killed it against Liverpool. He's done well we have a clean sheet. He's still going crazy. Like, we've let in chance after chance. No. They put a load of balls in our box and they came out with maybe 1 or 2 in the whole game. I'm happy. Because I know if someone else was in there, if we had our other back 4 in there from last year, Lindelof, Maguire, Shaw, and then we were conceding for fun.
Yeah, it will crumble, mate. So, it's like I said last night on the pod. There will still come times where Martinez's height will affect here and there.
Yeah, of course.
And of those that say 15 times it happens, someone might score three out of that. But that's 3 goals in the season. The rest of the time, he's a monster. He's winning everything on the ground. His passing is exceptional. He's going to have Casemiro in front of him. They're going to be like, you know what I mean? Like making moves and everything. He's got Varane next to him now. Malacia on the side of him. The team's come together. So I don't know. Ronaldo is leaving.
I don't know. We'll see. They keep saying he's leaving. He's not leaving. He's leaving. U-turn. All this stuff. We'll see. We'll see. We'll just wait till end of Thursday, and then we'll see if he's here or not. If he can go on loan afterwards, who cares? Let's see. It doesn't matter now, does it? We got our boys in. don't mind if he got stays or goals. If he's going to be on the bench anyway and coming on and helping us try win games down the line. But look, what we're about. Prediction. You are going with... Is this what you're going with, yeah?
Oh, no, I haven't put it in yet, so I haven't put my prediction in. I'm going 3-1 Man United, which is probably what I put in the last game as well, 3-1.
Yeah, you got Rasmus Sancho over Varane.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I'm going 3-1 definitely, maybe even 3-0. Do you know what? I'm going 3-0 Man United. 3-0 United I'm going. No goals conceded. I'm going Ronaldo, because I think he will start tomorrow. I'm going Ronaldo a brace. Oh, no, because I don't want to... I'll go Ronaldo. I think Sancho gets another one. And then an outside of the box... You know what? I'm going to go for it. Martinez scores. Screamer. 30 yards, mate. 30 yards screamer. Vincent Kompany-esque.
Like, that's going crazy.
Yeah, mate. Boom. Top bins. Everything, mate. Yeah. No, I feel like I owe Martinez some credit because I was very, very against him, as you well know. And yeah, he's in my mind, he's proven everyone wrong in 2 games. Yeah.
So Alex is saying 4-1 United. Wow. I don't think we'll get them kind of results until Martial's playing or Anthony's playing. I just can't see us scoring 4 goals without them.
Leicester are so bad at the moment, mate. They're so bad at the moment, ain't they?
Yeah. So I will see. We'll see. But I just think we'll win like 2-0 with
2-0, yeah.
Goals. I think they'll get goals and it'll be a clean sheet again. I think we'll do really well against Vardy and co. And walk away out of there with another 3 points.
100%. 9 points out of 9. That'll be happy for me. Let me ask you this though: if we go 2-0 up with inside, let's say 30 minutes or even half time, can you see us go, or do you think it will stay at 2-0, or do you think we can go and really get a result?
If we get 2 before half time,
yeah,
we'll get more. And then you'll probably change it up as well.
Yeah,
and bring some other players on the pitch like Garnacho.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you might be flying because you'll be like, listen, I need to rest one of these boys for Sunday.
Because that's the dream, isn't it? Yeah, exactly what you're saying. That's the dream, is that we go in at half time 2 or 3-0 up, and he can be like, exactly, flying in at the back post, mate. We can go in 2 or 3-0 at half time, and he can be like, right, you 3 are off. Why? Because we've got Arsenal on Sunday. Like, it's still early doors in the seasons.
Exactly. We wrap it up early. Hopefully, that's the best case scenario. Wrap it up early, and then get ourselves out there. Get the best players off the pitch that are going to definitely play. That even might be the defenders, you know. It might even be a Varane coming up.
Yeah, I could easily see.
Varane needs to be cotton walled up.
100%. Yeah, 100%. I know I just said I weren't worried, but yeah, if we're 3-0 up at half time, you can definitely take Varane. Bring Maguire. Give Maguire his minutes. You know what I mean? That's the other thing. If we want to sell Maguire, we do need to put him in the shop window a little bit as well. So you know what I mean. And hopefully, this is what I say. Last thing, I really, truly hope that this puts a firecracker up Maguire's backside. And he's like, do you know what? I'm the world's most expensive centre-back for a reason. People saw something in me. Like, I'm England's #1 centre-back. Let me. I don't think it'll happen. I can see the smile all over your face, Dave. But you never know what competition does to a man, bro. Because I've honestly thought one of the biggest things with Maguire was that he was untouchable. He played every game, you know what I mean?
It was unbelievable, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say too much on that. I just want, obviously, if he plays, I want him to make sure he don't let any goals in. And I just hope he just does enough to not be that guy who people pick on, if you get what I mean. And a lot of players I've noticed over the years have picked on him and been able to get a lot of joy out of him. So to be fair, this will get him to relax a bit more. That's for sure. Because when you're out of the firing line, you can now sit back and watch it from the outside. And it really does put things into context when that happens. Sometimes you're on a bad run of games and the manager goes, Nath, I'm just going to sit you down this week. And I'm going to sit you down on the outside, watch you from the outside. I'm going to bring you in. And my gosh, it makes a difference, man. I'm telling you. Sometimes you're too caught up in the game. And you can't even see or think straight. And then you're like, oh, you know what? There's space there. Wow, there's that there. I'm going to rip him when I get on the pitch. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. That's what you do. Because you're looking from the outside. You know when you're watching, innit? You say, why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Mate, I was a sub all my life, though, so I remember that distinctly, mate. 12 minutes to go. Garth, you're coming on, mate. Like, I know what I'm doing now. Because that left back, I was right winger. He's getting rinsed. I've seen he can't handle a turn. He's getting rinsed. Just throw balls over the top, lads, and let me run at him. Because I'll get on that, mate. Don't worry about that. So, yeah.
Exactly. There's a player in there somewhere in Maguire, Barry Saunders says. I don't know where, but I'm sure I'm right. Yeah,
just not a Man United player. That's the problem, in this system.
Player, innit? It's, put him out of his misery, put him back in the kind of comfort zone that he can play in, and he will do a great job for you. Simple as that.
Yeah.
It's just we're not the right fit for him, that's for sure. And that's all it is. No hard feelings really. It's just look,
it happens.
play and let's get him sold and let's move on.
It happens in football, don't it? You know what I mean? The problem is that we hung on too long. We were like, we dug our heels in, like, no, he will make it. And it's like, mate, it's been 3 years, mate. Like, when is enough? And finally, Ten Hag's like, enough is enough, mate. So
exactly. So where are we? We are. I can't even see where I've written what I'm doing. I can't see where my stuff is. But join us after the game, 10 p.m.
Yeah.
As usual, to chew the fat on Man United winning 3-0, 4-0, whatever. Man United winning. That's all I know.
Say that to the bank, people. Take it to the bank. 4-0 win now. Nath said it. Mystic Nath.
We are winning. And then on to Sunday at Old Trafford. The big boys roll up and hopefully destroy Arsenal. I've already said we're going to get... I'm not even going to say because we've still got to do the pre-match on this one on the Saturday. So I'm not going to talk about that now. But yeah, I'm not too happy with my prediction. But it is what it is.
I've got no, like I said, I wasn't just joking with the Arsenal boys. I've got no fear of Arsenal. No fear of them. Look, any given Sunday they can beat us, but I like a team that thinks they're high, like they're on a high right now because they've won 4 games, but they haven't come across a stern challenge. Palace is probably the toughest game they've had. No offense to any teams they've played, but yeah, if we beat Leicester, we've won 3 in a row now as well.
Yeah,
we're coming in with confidence at Old Trafford. So yeah.
And they ain't played the biggest of teams either, so let's leave it at that, and let's see if they can actually do it when they come up against one of the bigger teams, which is us. Yeah. And then what happens when they play against all the other teams as well? So it all ends up evening itself out in the end anyway, and then we see where we are at the end. But yeah, perfect stuff, Garth, and I will see you after the game
tomorrow night.
We got one more comment. Arsenal getting smashed. Love that. I love it. Love your confidence, guys. Love your confidence. But anyway, peace out. See you 10 p.m. tomorrow.